Today I wanted to go ahead and make a video to show where to find the Sierra Nevada Bighorn ram and sheep, which is part of the desert habitats creatures for the naturalist role. What's unusual about these two is that I have yet to be able to find them in New Austin, which is, as most of you probably are aware, the desert region of Red Dead Online / Red Dead Redemption 2. You actually have to come on over to West Elizabeth to try to track them down, which can be kind of annoying / confusing for anybody who's not overly aware of where the different animals are, because you would think, being part of the desert habitats creatures, that it would be in the desert. So, in order to find these animals, what you have to do is come on over to West Elizabeth. I'll show on the map here real quick. My best luck with finding these animals so far have been back here in tall trees, and most specifically around Aurora Basin, north of Aurora Basin. If anybody is not overly familiar with this area, you might remember this as the area where there's a cabin where the I think it's the Old Tom Gym spawns for the collector role back here, and here is Aurora Basin. So what I'm going to do, how my best luck so far in finding Sierra Nevada sheep and rams are, just kind of wander around back here in the mountains. So I've got my varmint rifle, the sedatives ready to go. Ta-da! So as you can see, that was not planned at all. It was already pretty lucky. So, within a couple seconds I was able to find some. Yeah, unfortunately I'm kind of low on these sedative rounds, because Harriet is a little mad at me right now. I was working on my trader role, so I was, unfortunately I had to hunt, which Harriet frowns upon. Come on, buddy. So these Arabians are a little skittish and not so good at maneuvering, but that's okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get a sample from this gentleman here. So that was the sheep, right? Let me see. Ah, it was the ram. That's right. So I did say gentleman. Okay. And then I'm going to head back over to this other one, grab a sample real quick, make sure that we don't get hurt up here in the mountains. Yeah, so within a couple seconds I was already able to find them. So back in here is the best area by far so far for me. I put a lot of time into this game, and I don't come across these animals too often. So again, we're just north of Aurora Basin, right there, back up here in the mountains. I'm going to try again. I'm going to keep running around. I may or may not. They're sort of hit or miss. Let me see what time it is, too. I like to let people know. It's almost 12 in the afternoon, so I don't know. I'm actually not overly, my knowledge of how these animals work is not that great. It was a deer. So I don't know if time factors into it, but I always like to let people know what time I spot them. I think there's an elk back there. Ta-da! More of them. Wait, I know those are deer. An elk. My horse is not behaving. Alright. So what I'm going to try to do is try to wander away. Yeah, so far I've already been able to find 2 different collections of them. So that works. Yeah, so, I mean, this isn't going to be a particularly long video. I just wanted to show people so they could see a physical, let's see. Alright. I think for anybody who's done the naturalist role, you kind of know the pain right here. Animals being knocked out in the middle of the water, but alright, So that was another ram. The sheep spawn in the same area. So far it's been all ram. I'm just gonna wander away, get a little bit, get some distance between me and this area, and then come back and see if I can have them spawn again. Again, it's not even 1 PM yet on the game, in case anybody wants to try to mimic this exactly by the time period. So I think, whoops, sorry buddy, I don't want to freak you out. Alright, so I'm going to try that again. I think that's enough distance to let the game sort of redo the spawning. I'm out of sedatives, so I don't know if I'm going to actually hunt the animals this time or just let them run, but I just kind of want to see if I'm able to get them to spawn a second time. If not, that'll be it. I'll just cut it either way, but just for the sake of curiosity, why not? So anywhere up in here, it's not going to always be the same spot, obviously. Ta-da! Come on. It's Arabian. Yeah, so there's another one. I don't have any more sedative rounds, and I don't need Ariat to be any more angry with me at the moment. She's already ready to pepper spray me or whatever she does. But there's another one. So yeah. So if anybody's looking for the Sierra Nevada Bighorn Ram, the Sierra Nevada Bighorn Sheep, they're all back up in here. You can just, if you come up here and they're not right there where these ones just spawned, even though there's a lot of luck having them spawn right here. Just keep going around these mountains north of Aurora Basin. Just wander back in here with your horse and they will show up. This is pretty plentiful for the Sierra Nevada Ram and Sheep. Just gonna wander back down to Aurora Basin, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show it off in case anybody wanted a more detailed visualization of where to find them. This area is great for a lot of different animals, not necessarily obviously the desert habitat outside those the ram and sheep, but the bears, the elk, obviously the rabbits just ran by, deer. I mean the West Elizabeth Tall Trees area is great. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut it here. It doesn't need to be overly long. So yeah, I hope that helps some people. Let me know what you think. If anybody is interested in me showing off any other animals, let me know. I'm surprised. Seems like I've had a lot of luck with the diamondback snake video and the not so much the cougar one, but the how to climb the mountain. So if anybody wants any other help or suggestions of how to, you know, find animals in Red Dead or any other things you need, let me know and I'll see if I can make a video if I know any tips or tricks. Otherwise, take care and hope that helped. See ya.